what was I saying before? I think that the links between the US and China have been getting stronger since the late 70s, or really the mid 70s, because even when Mao Zedong was still alive, Nixon's visit to China and Kissinger's visit to China in the mid 1970s were very important for developing relationships. So, on the whole, generally speaking, the relationship has got stronger and stronger, and I think the US has probably moved from favouring Taiwan and the Republic of China to favouring mainland China. So the current trade war is a reversal of that trend, I think. But even looking at the trade war, you have to remember that the economic relationship between America and China is still quite close, and in some ways they both need each other. So a lot of the trade war isn't about kind of getting rid of the trade, but trying to negotiate more favourable terms. So I think that's one important thing to remember, that in the historical context from the 70s onwards, the China-US relationship has been like getting closer, they're getting more economically interdependent, and that's had benefits and weaknesses for the America. And like I think clearly Donald Trump is, or like the American government, is responding to some of the weaknesses that the close economic relationship has caused. So the weaknesses include things like job loss and lack of economic competitiveness.
So can you also tell me when the China and US get started about trade? I mean, like you just told me, 1970 what?
1979 was the year of formal diplomatic recognition of China by America. But there was a side thing which was, at the same time, the reform and opening up, the 改革开放 period began in China under Deng Xiaoping's leadership. And at that time, there was a very, very significant increase in international trade. So from that period onwards, American companies began to set up joint ventures in China and trade in China. So we've had in history a period of around 40 years of developing trade between America and China. And some of the things that pushed it along, WTO accession pushed it along a lot. But it was developing before that and has continued to develop afterwards. There are simply lots of things that America and China can give each other.
How about China and Australia? How about their when they start trade, or how they connect? Sorry.
I understand the question.
Well. Can I use Mandarin?
Yeah.
I think your Mandarin is so good. How long you learn Mandarin?
I started in high school, so I've learned for a long time.
Oh my God. Even longer than I learned Chinese. I learned
English. Yeah. But a lot of it is not like in class, so a lot of that is not going to class. It's just kind of like using it and reading and writing and things like that. So
like I talk to your friend or something like
that. Yeah, like reading materials and
you can read Chinese.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to China before?
Yeah, lots of times.
Lots of times.
Have
you ever studied?
9 or 10 times. I studied in Taiwan. I was at Taida for.
So I don't